Hello, my name is Abigail and welcome back to my channel. Today I am working on a character design challenge. It's a 30-day one, so here's what I've done so far. This is the character normally. This is her in a school uniform. This is her angry in a swimsuit, cosplaying. This is her sleepy. This is her with a new hairstyle. The other day couldn't fit on that page. That's her in a formal outfit and dancing. This is her as a magical girl and in her undies. So today I am working on day 12 and 13. Day 12 is, I'm trying to remember. Oh, it is upset. And so I actually wasn't planning on doing two. I just kind of started and the first one went so fast that I thought two would be better, since I also like to fill the page on these. So I don't quite get there. I fill the rest with sketches later on off screen. But so for upset, I really wanted to do like almost a really sad, like devastated face, because I actually did this exact set of prompts. Oh my god, it's been 5 years now that I think about it. 5 years ago with a different character, and but this character and that character from 5 years ago actually exist in the same world. And when I drew him upset, it was just very sad, crying, like kind of bust up shot. His was in profile, but hers I have at 3/4 view, and instead of like looking down, she's looking up. And either way, I just wanted to just really sad, that's what it is. This character, a bit about her, she does not have a name yet. I don't know why. I struggle with names. The characters of mine that do have names were named literally years ago, so I'm not even sure I like them anymore, but I am keeping them out of nostalgia because that I just have to. But so she is a priestess for a religion that worships a war goddess, and so I actually designed the goddess a couple videos back now, I think. But anyway, so she goes on this adventure with them. Well, it's like a group of kids, and well, they're not kids, they're in their 20s, but a group of people, they go on an adventure and whatever. I haven't picked out what exactly it is, so she's got a few outfits. So you saw her formal outfit, so that would be, balls, parties, in the presence of any kind of royalty kind of thing. She has the outfit from the first part, which is like her travel gear, which is what she'd be in 90% of the time. And I don't show it, but she also has a outfit for when she's not traveling and when she's at the Covenant. So that is, besides the fact that I have just been really enjoying drawing her, I have also really gotten the feeling that I've improved a lot with this, so I cannot wait to finish this out. And I think once I'm done with this 30-day challenge for this character, I'm going to go back to the character I did 5 years ago and redo his as well. So you can be on the lookout for that. It's kind of a fun time. Yeah, so I did struggle a bit with this, with her face at this angle. I am trying to push my boundaries, I guess. With this, I'm trying to make sure I keep everything loose and free, and like the goal is not to make it perfect. The goal is to get it down and try something new. So actually, most of these sketches, they are inked and colored, but they're mostly just that, sketches. I'm not super careful with the ink work. I don't necessarily super refine the sketch even before I go in with the ink. I just kind of wing it, and I've really enjoyed that. I feel less pressure to to be perfect, honestly. That's definitely something I struggle with a lot, is thinking that if I'm gonna color it or even ink it, it needs to be perfect, or as perfect as I can get it. And that's just not true. Art is about, you know, exploring and having fun, honestly, first and foremost. So I am inking that now with a Micron Fineliner in 0.1. I think that's the size, 0.1. And I just kind of go in with it over the lines. I keep everything kind of loose. Sometimes they're a bit sketchy, sometimes they're a bit wobbly, and I have to go over them a couple times, but I don't care. I've had a great time with it, like I said. So she is crying, and I kind of envisioned this scene to be, I don't know, maybe after a particularly heart-wrenching battle scene or whatever, and maybe somebody's hurt, and maybe somebody died, I don't know, who knows. I like to hurt my characters. If you don't understand that, I'm not sure we can be friends. But on a different note, so that's what I envisioned her like looking at, and I thought, you know, maybe like if I ever were to draw this scene, it'd be different lighting. Right now it's just a sketch, so I just color it practically in flat colors, but goodness, I just thought I was gonna do my little plugs now while, you know, before we get to the end, because I'm not sure how many people wait to the end. So anyway, if you like what you see, this is definitely my more casual type video. But if you like what you see, feel free to stick around, hit like, subscribe, let me know what you think in the comments. It would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see where I post my art, because if I'm being honest, I make a lot more art than what you see here, you can go ahead and follow my Instagram. It is linked below. I also have a bullet journal Instagram, if that's your thing. I post a lot there about my stickers and whatnot. And I also have a TikTok as well, which is kind of a combination of the two. I post art stuff, but I also post about my business and my stickers and stuff. So my goal this year is to branch out from stickers into more fun illustration stickers instead of just bullet journal stickers. So that is something you guys will find more interesting. And after I finished inking, I was like, oh shoot, I have to wait for this to dry before I can go directly over it with markers. And so I thought, well, why don't I put another day on here? So that's where last minute I decided to do the next day, day 13, which was Halloween costume. And this character's personality, I definitely see her a little bit more as kind of the I kind of see her as funny, but definitely more serious. Yeah, so I thought it'd be fun. I thought about an angel, and so I kind of put her in this pose almost as if she's like coming down. I accidentally gave her a bit of an evil face. I'm like, oh, maybe she's like a vengeful angel. Maybe she's honestly just straight evil. Who knows? But it was funny. I liked the face too much to change it to something softer, and I thought it fit her a little bit better, so I left it. So I'm not sure the face fits with the angel costume, but it is what it is. I do have other videos talking about my original characters and their magical world, and I hope to have more. These characters, like I said, they're characters that I'm very attached to and have been around for, oh man, I think the oldest one I have is maybe 10 years now. Gosh, crazy. So it is bonkers how attached to these characters and how long I've been with them is. So I have decided now at 22 years old that I am going to give them the love and attention they deserve and really hash out the world they live in and their personalities. And I feel like the reason that is because I just feel like I haven't, in the past, I haven't been confident in my art skills, and I still struggle with that. I'm not perfect. I'm not anywhere near the best, but I feel like I'm finally in a place where actually trying to create them and put them in poses that I'm maybe not used to, whatever, is good for me and fun, and things actually turn out closer to what I want them to versus, when you're younger, or you just feel like you have this idea in mind, when you actually execute it, it's nothing like you thought and you get all disappointed. I'm not past that, but I've definitely learned to be more realistic in what I can create. And so things just turn out better. And I'm really excited for that. So I think now's the time for me to use them to not only practice and get better, but to finally kind of get that story, these characters out of my head and living in the real world a little bit. So not to be all, mushy about my about my own characters or whatnot. I love hearing about other people's characters as well. So if you have any original characters, original worlds, whatever, and you either have an Instagram or a YouTube where you talk about them or draw them, let me know. I would love to see. That's like my favorite thing in the whole world. I know a lot of artists talk about how they're, when they draw fan art, they get tons and tons of like new followers and whatever, and their original characters don't seem to get as much love. I'm the opposite. I love seeing everybody's original characters. So I didn't ink her on screen, but I ink the second one and wait some time, and I go at it with my Copic markers. I do still have to be a little careful. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's paper. I don't know if it's marker. I don't know if it's pen. But with this really light color, I always still have to be very, very careful with my ink work. I don't know why. It is my eggshell one. I don't know. E something with a zero. Lots of zeros. E50 maybe, something like that. Anyway, and it doesn't matter how many days the ink has sat, days even, because I have inked a piece and then 3 days later I came back and colored it. For some reason, that stupid eggshell always smudges it. So I'm always very, very careful with it. And then I go in with, it's called Barley Beige. It's a newer marker of mine, and I fucking love it. It's just kind of that really warm tone, like kind of sun-kissed tan color, and so I use it as a shadow, and I put a bit of pink on there, and then I use a bit of purple for blending. She has blonde hair, so I color it with my Buttercup Yellow. These are all Copic markers, by the way, and the yellow is too bright. I wanted it to be a more realistic kind of blonde color, darker, so I go over it then with a warm gray 3. Pretty sure it's 3. Yeah, I have like 3, 5, and 7. So, odd numbers. But yeah, so I do that, and then her color scheme is kind of green, so I color her little handkerchief green on. The handkerchief is actually a really fun idea I liked. So, I don't know if anybody's familiar with, but the term, like, I have found it most popular in witchcraft, but like veiling. So, like you cover your hair as like a veil protection. So she has like a full covered veil when she's around, like at the church and whatnot. And then traveling, she obviously can't wear like a full kind of headdressy getup. So I thought, some people, especially like modern witches, whatever, when they're veiling, they will wear just like a handkerchief or like a headscarf like that. So I gave her this little like handkerchief thing tied to like still kind of allude to the hair covered, protection. And I mean, not me here patting myself on the back for such a groundbreaking idea apparently, but I just thought it was really fun. I'm a very detail oriented person, so the details to me are absolutely everything. And I may or may not have to go on and talk about this more another day. But back to the artwork, I did a little bit dramatic lighting. I usually, when I do 3/4 view, the side that you don't see, I usually like shade a lot, and I did that, and I'm like, no, I'm stupid, because I wanted where she was looking to be like brighter, as if like, I don't know, like I envisioned like fire or something, and I just shaded that side of her head, and I'm like, I'm an idiot, but I was like, it doesn't really matter. This is just for fun anyway. So I still block in some darker shadows, kind of around her back and then below, just because I'm like, oh, whatever. This is just a sketch. And like I said, I imagine this being kind of a battle scene. So I go in and kind of make her dirty, and I add like a cut and a bloody nose because, of course, I mean, did you have a battle scene if somebody doesn't have a bloody nose? No, you didn't. but so there's the dirt to make her dirty. And then I do a little blue for her tear, and then I do go add more. I add white gel pen over that though to make it less, I don't know, just straight blue colored down, because tears aren't blue. And my gel pen is a Jelly Roll white gel pen in the size 1, pretty sure. So, one of my favorites right now. I like the bigger, fatter Jelly Rolls. I feel like they work better. And the other one, I just feel like I don't get everything that I need. It doesn't come out as opaque as the size 1 does, so. And then I realized with the angel one, when I do go to color her, there's not a lot to color, because I envisioned her all in like a white like gown kind of thing. So that's the coloring of the second one is not very long, and I had to be extra careful because there was even less time between the ink and the coloring of this one than there was of the last one. So this stupid marker, I had to be very, very careful with it. And if you didn't notice, to talk more on her, she's got this tattoo on her chest, so you can see it very well in the angel one. In the other one, it's white, almost as if it's like scarred, because in this world I really like the idea that if you have tattoos, you can get like enchanted tattoos that have like weapons that are shaped like weapons. And so that one is hers, and it's right there on her chest. So in the top one, she is battling, so she's probably holding her sword. So then I made it almost as if it's scarred. Whereas here as an angel, she's not holding her sword, so it's just chillax in there. I did color it gold. It's usually gray, just because I was like, oh, she's an angel, gold, of course. So I add in some coloring. I do make her like a nice, like kind of tan and glowy. This one actually turned out was really fun. It was like really easy, but like it ended up so cute. So I had a good time with it. I use a light purple for some shadows. Although when I was inking, I totally messed up her foot. That really pissed me off. But I've been trying to be real chill about mistakes and stuff, but with that foot, man, I'm already garbage at feet, and then to have that happen, man, that was rough. I added a little bit of a really, really light bluish green to her robes, just to give it a little bit more definition from the paper. And then I decided to gold tip her wings, just for more color really, because I just was thinking about where on earth on an angel can I put color. So, and then I use another really, really light yellow to actually go and color in her wings, and I kind of just put this gold halo around her. So I just start going at it with the yellow. Then I get an even lighter one and I blend it out even more. I just was so attached to it for some reason. And then I realized when I was inking and sketching, I thought her face looked kind of weird, and it's because I put her hair, her face is kind of tilted down, but I put her hair so high up yet, and that's just not when your head's tilted down, your hair, your forehead is a little foreshortened, so it looks smaller. And I didn't do that. Her forehead was huge, so it almost would have looked like if she put her head up, she would have been half bald. So I just fixed that a little bit with ink, and then I use my gel pen for finishing touches, and they are both complete. I add a little ring of stuff around them, but yeah, they're done. Bye!